Welcome to JCTV Spotlight on the Arts. Today is October 10th, 2018, and it's now in the fall season in Jefferson City, the state capital of Missouri. I'm your host, Rick J. Today we bring you a Spotlight on the Arts special. We come to you with a spotlight on the performing arts arena featuring a gentleman I heard about through other associates of mine in the past, Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. Jimmy Jack Whitaker is an award-winning musician, entertainer, producer, songwriter, and vocalist from the world of country and also rock music formats. Now, after ongoing and successful life on the road, he has undertaken the challenge to help kids or children reach their musical dreams through the Jimmy Jack Foundation. It's a 501c3 under the Internal Revenue Code, where he gathers needed instruments, donations, sound equipment, or whatever through those donations of such, and provides them to the children. You can learn more about the Jimmy Jack Foundation at www.jimmyjackfoundation.org. Jimmy also continues his talents in assisting also new talent in their quest to become an entertainer. I was fortunate to be granted permission to tape an interview with Jimmy Jack Whitaker and the spokesperson for the foundation, Danny O'Neill, plus tape a performance by Jimmy and the award-winning gospel duo right now, Kevin and Rochelle Nelson. They're known as the Sunshine Road. That all happened and took place at the Versailles, Missouri, Apple Fest 2018. Please join me for the next 30 minutes as we learn more about a Jimmy Jack Foundation, Jimmy Jack Whitaker, beg your pardon, as a musician, entertainer, and the gospel duo Sunshine Road.
Danny O'Neill, representative of the Jimmy Jack Foundation, and we are here with Rick J. with JCTV at the Versailles Apple Fest days. And we just love to invite each and every one of you to participate in all these things that go on throughout the time here in Versailles, because it's just a great thing that goes on for the city and the foundation and everything. And so we're here, like I said, with Jimmy Jack Foundation, and I got Mr. Jimmy Jack, the president, CEO, and founder of the Jimmy Jack Foundation. He's a producer, he's a songwriter, he's worked with, I don't know how many different artists, but several different big artists, Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Charlie Daniels, and all these other people. And I think I'm just going to turn it over to you, Big Jim, let you handle it. What do you think?
Whatever you want.
You got it, brother.
All right. It's good to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to get to share with you about the Jimmy Jack Foundation. 3 years ago, for all my life, I was raised in Fort Worth, Texas, and I watched my dad drive off a way out of my life when I was 6 years old. I watched my mom get 2 or 3 jobs just to keep me so I could play music. I started violin in the 3rd grade and started playing guitar. She got another job just so I could take guitar lessons. She got me a nice guitar. And all of a sudden, things just started changing. And I started getting really popular in music. And but I always gave my stuff away to kids who were less fortunate than me. And through the years, because I've seen them, I couldn't hardly stand seeing a kid who could never get something and as a musical instrument. So I'd give them my best. I gave away a $2,000 Taylor guitar to a young man in Philadelphia. I just give it all away, and I couldn't figure out why I did it until about 3 years ago. And it went back to my childhood, watching my mom work so hard to keep me in music, and she's the foundation of why I did my music. And she kept me in instruments, kept me playing, gave me lessons. Took me to a teacher, and I was taught. And then all of a sudden I started getting in the band, started having success, and pretty soon, last 30 years, 35 years, that's all I do. And we started our foundation, the Jimmy Jack Foundation, helping kids reach their musical dreams is one of our themes. And we've been blessed beyond measure. We gave away right at $25,000 worth of scholarships and instruments to kids the last 3 years. And we're doing nothing but growing. And we have people like our friends that invited us out today, or Sunshine Road. I produced them in Nashville. They're from Kansas City, and they're one of the finest groups they're one of the finest groups that I've ever heard. And we just, we've been blessed by them, and they invited us out. So I drove 7.5 hours just to come out, not getting paid, just to hang out with my friends. Like Danny came up from Branson. I came from down in Oklahoma where I was playing. And my mom's gonna be 91 years old, or just turned 91 years old. And I'm thankful I had a mom that cared enough to keep me in music whenever I needed it. And it kept me off the streets. I got in trouble a few times, but music was always the Lord first, and then music. And we are a non-profit organization. We have we are a Christian-based foundation, but we don't care about what religion. We don't care if they're atheist, Muslim, Catholic, Baptist. We don't really care. And we just want to help kids reach their musical dream. You know, I've been blessed to have a lot of friends in the music business over the years that I've been able to know. Some of them I know, some of them I've met, and some of them I've just been around, and I've worked with some of them. And some of the major artists in the industry, you know, we've got to work some with Willie and with Christopherson and Three Dog Night, and different people like Charlie Daniels. But we've been blessed that I've taken all those things and put them into helping kids, you know, and we've been blessed that a lot of them have our T-shirts and wear T-shirts. We were just with John Conley the other day, and John was just a few nights ago, and his lead guitar player wore our shirt on stage all night long. This is our foundation T-shirt, and John Conley's lead guitar player is one of my best friends. We've done sessions in Nashville, and I've surrounded myself with people that are like-minded. Not everybody is called to do certain things, you know, but the ones that are called to help kids reach their musical dreams. We have people donating instruments in almost every state in the union. I'm picking up a whole set of drums, 5 or 6 sets of drums from one company that's donated to them. They donated them to us, and we're picking them up in November. I have people like Danny here. We're all volunteers. Nobody gets paid. We just help kids. We see a kid that needs help musically in bands. We give bands instruments, band directors. If they need instruments, we go out and find them. We've been told, but it blesses us to bless them. And I never realized until I was older how much that meant to me. And I'd trade every song I ever had to see that kid walk across that stage knowing he could never get that guitar or that banjo or that trumpet or that clarinet. To watch them go through and be able to receive instruments, that it's the best feeling in the world to me. It's the best feeling in music I could have. And so I want to introduce good friends of ours that support us. Our Sunshine Road, they have several #1 songs. They're just phenomenal to work with. I produce them in Nashville, and people like, we have several groups, Heart to Heart, and different groups that have supported us, that are just wonderful people, great people, and they love the kids, they love the Lord, and we're Christian based, like I said. And I would also, in a little bit, I'm going to do a song that I wrote about my mom and her table. That's what I want when she's gone. That's what I want. And I'd like to thank JCTV and
Spotlight on the Arts.
Spotlight
on the Arts.
Spotlight on the Arts, yeah. And for allowing us and for just being here.
Yes.
And just thank you so much for being here. God bless each one of you, and we will give information on how to contact us. If you know a kid that needs an instrument, you contact us. We will find them an instrument. That's how we do it. And if you want to help us, if you have an old instrument where it's broke, tore down, we don't care. I worked at Gibson Guitar for 9 years, and I've got other people help us build instruments. So even if we just use the keys off of it, we will do it. So thank you, and God bless you, and contact us and be a part of what we do. Thank you, and God bless you.
Well, by the way, Jimmy, Forgot to mention to them about our foundation, how to get in touch with us there. This little pamphlet that you're seeing here is some of the kids that we've helped and those that we've donated instruments and things to. And so if you want to be blessed by donating instruments for kids, that's what we do. We collect them, we deliver them. We're just mission people. We're delivery boys for the good Lord. And so the Jimmy Jack Foundation.org, you can go on there and check it out. And if you need to get in touch with us, the information's there. We'd love to chat with you. We'd love to be blessed, and we'd love to bless you.
Let me say, and also help us help kids reach their musical dreams. It changes a lot of lives. It'll turn their lives around. Some of these kids, I go in inner cities, I find kids that nobody can help them except we're there, and the Lord's put us there to help them. And that's,
Exactly.
help us help them. God bless you.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, Nicole, good luck on the play tonight. You're welcome. What's up, guys? Now you're gonna make sure that you return those on Monday, right? Thank you. Oh, nice.
We'll talk to you for a second. Go ahead, get your wallet. Come on, let me get your wallet. Just get out the way, man.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue now with taped performances by Jimmy Whitaker and Kevin and Rochelle Nelson, known as Sunshine Road.
I'd like to thank JCTV for being here today and coming out and filming us. Right now I want to introduce some really good friends of mine, and I produce them. They're out of Nashville. They're from Kansas City, and they have several songs on the charts right now. They're one of the best groups I've ever heard, and they support our foundation, the Jimmy Jack Foundation, where we've given out over $25,000 worth of scholarships in musical instruments to kids that can't afford them. They're a big time supporter of ours, and we appreciate them. And I want them to do a song that I'll let Kevin tell you just to touch on it. And this is a song about him being in prison, and he'll tell you all about that.
The Jimmy Jack Foundation is an awesome ministry for the youth. There's a lot of drugs and alcohol out there. I am very much an example of what not to do between being an alcoholic, a drug addict, and going to prison. But through Christ, I was saved, and my life had been changed through Christ. So that's what we do. We go around ministering in churches. We sing on the Jimmy Jack Foundation cruise. And we have a testimony song. I have a testimony that we're going to do right now. There was pain in my eyes. My heart was slowly breaking as I took another hit of speed and drank my whiskey down. I could see my mama crying as I come down off my high. It wasn't an escape bit of prison that I found. I have traveled life's lonely highway. I have slept out in the rain. I've been cold, Lord, I've been hungry. I'll never have to travel that lonely road again. I lived on hell's half acre, down to my rope's end. Spent all my money, lost every friend. Colored flowers of madness had blossomed in my mind, stealing time from heaven ain't been no easy ride. I have traveled life's lonely highway. I have slept out in the rain. I've been cold, Lord, I've been hungry. I'll never have to travel that lonely road again. As I grew older, I done my time, but Jesus picked me up when I reached the end of the line. Thank God that he did. 10 years in prison for drugs and alcohol. But when I turned it over to Christ, I started finding out what blessings really are. And he's just been blessing me ever since. The greatest blessing was giving me somebody to praise him with and to sing his praises with. I have traveled life's lonely highway. I have slept down in the rain. I've been cold, Lord, I've been hungry. I'll never have to travel that lonely road again. No, I'll never have to travel that lonely road again.
Rochelle Nelson, and I am a portion of Sunshine Road, and my testimony deals with self-imagery and abuse and attempted suicide. And for years I was looking for a love song to the Lord, and I finally found one, and I hope it blesses you.
You give me more than I could ever ask. You wipe away all shadows from my past. You are with me in
like to introduce right now my good friend Bruno from down in Branson. He's running the sound for us, but he's an artist in his own right. And we'll have him on a program one of these times, and he'll blow your mind when he gets up and sings. But I just appreciate what you're doing, bud, and helping us. And he's part of our foundation. He's donated a fiddle and donated just all kinds of stuff. His time is the hardest thing to donate because we are all so busy in this world. And I just want to let him know I appreciate him for being here and running the sound for us. Thank you, bud. My mom just turned 91 last month, and we have this table, and she asked me what I wanted when she's gone. I said, you can give my sister everything. I don't care. Only thing I want is this old table, because back in the early 50s, whenever I was growing up, that's the one thing that's consistent with my life is that old table. And it was in my life ever since I can remember. And she still has it, and I said, that's the only thing I want is this old table. So a friend of mine, Brett Wall, and I wrote this song while we were playing in Gatlinburg about 20 years ago. And so this is it. I have this old table my great-grandpa made of wood. Like him it wasn't perfect, he did the best that he could. Passed down through generations, handed on down to me. I'll give it to my children when it's time for me to leave. If this old table could talk of all the love that it's known, through the prayers, tears, and laughter, it's still standing strong. It's more to me than just a piece of wood. This old table's seen it all the things it could tell me if this old table could talk. This old table heard Daddy's prayers when things got really tough. But at Mama's Sunday dinners, there was always enough. I remember the lonely feeling on the day my daddy died. This old table holds every tear that my mama cried. If this old table could talk of all the love that it's known, through the prayers, tears, and laughter, it's still standing strong. It's more to me than just a piece of wood. This old table's seen it all the things it could tell me if this old table could talk. I never knew my great-grandpa, but he helped me understand that some things are priceless when made by loving hands. If this old table could talk of all the love that it's known, through the prayers, tears, and laughter, it's still standing strong. It's more to me than just a piece of wood. This old table's seen it all the things it could tell me if this old table could talk. The stories it could tell if this old table could just talk.
Thanks goes out to JCTV producer Gloria and Lowe and crew, and thank you our viewers for joining us. Look for more Spotlight on the Arts right here on JCTV, and don't forget YouTube. I'm Rick J saying see you next time.